He actually bought Bonaventure. He was ahead of the times in his wife's name. And Claudia was the owner originally. And then when Mulren moved here from Beaufort, South Carolina, he had by the time he moved, he had put together just about 640 acres that renamed as Bonaventure. We call the intercoastal waterway down there is St. Augustine Creek. And so this is what he looked to put his home here. And so he came to this area from South Carolina. He was a very influential citizen. He not only had a couple of sawmills, he was a surveyor, and he actually built the lighthouse, the base of the second lighthouse that is on Tybee Island. So this lighthouse is still with us. So you think about what he put together and what he did when he started this back in the 1700s. The interesting thing about Mulren is that he remained loyal to George. So that at the end of the Revolutionary War, he and Mrs. Mulren went to the Bahamas. They blow away. But, and right after that, the property was auctioned, and John Haversham ended up buying the property. So it was in Haversham's hands until about 10 years later when the grandson of Mulren came back and bought the property, the Tatnall. And we'll end up, before we divide up, going by the Tatnall grave site there. So this area we call the Colonial Monument, and some people say that's a misnomer because it wasn't a colonial cemetery. Actually, this became a cemetery in 1847, so that Peter Wiltberger, and we're going to go over to his marker and all in a few minutes, bought the property from the Tatnalls and incorporated it into a cemetery. During the period of time that he had it for the first few years, there were very few burials here. There were a lot of transfer of people here, and his wife was actually one of the first people to be buried in the new cemeteries, it was called. So a little of that is in your brochure there. If you need more information, the Historical Society has some marvelous pamphlets that go out, as we mentioned, on a quarterly basis, and it will give you a lot of the history that if you would like to look up more of it, we have them here that you can find. With the wind, I think we probably should